briefly what I have planned for next week. Thank you for showing some interest in my nutrition group. I have been in my lifetime every size from a 0 to a 14. I was on the swim team in high school. I was not so active in college. I do have a competitive nature, and I do really love the gym now. But primarily, it's the nutrition that determines how we feel and how we look, and it's become a big part of my life, so I'm happy to share it. I've found that people will charge you lots of money to calculate your macronutrients for you, but they don't really give you the tools to be successful or translate that into life. So my goal is to kind of just share with you a little bit about what I do and give some tips and some recipes and see how you feel at the end of the week and just get your feedback while I decide where to go from there. So what I'm going to do is basically share what I do. So my daily caloric intake ranges between 15 and 1700 calories a day. I'm going to stay within that every single day, and our portions are going to be 40% protein, 30% carb, 30% fat. I'll share the macros with you. You don't need to count them if you are not counting them. If you are, you can put it into your app, and at the end of the week, if you want more information on that, we can totally connect and talk. So I'm planning on posting shopping grocery list for you by Friday, fingers crossed. This is a little bit more work than I anticipated it being, but I'm going to do it. So I'm hoping to get that to you Friday and get started on Sunday with daily menu, meal prep plans, and like I said, the macros for you to count or track if you're interested. So prior to that, I did want to show you some of my favorite things that I always have, staples that I have in my pantry. I always start my day with collagen peptides. There's a bunch of different brands. I don't know why I picked this. Actually, I think Diana Adner recommended this. It's completely flavorless, and it adds 18 grams of protein to your day. So I put 2 scoops in my coffee every morning. It adds 18 grams of protein, gets me off to a good start. And then there are the benefits of taking the collagen, joint support, hair, skin, nails, whatever. Protein. That's really what it's for. Vital protein. I'm sure that there are mixed reviews on this, but I do use an artificial sweetener. If you're not comfortable with an artificial sweetener, I certainly respect that. Just go easy on what you're doing. We're not dumping cups of sugar into our coffee. I like Truvia. I know it's controversial. I get it if you don't want to use artificial sweetener, but that's something I use. When I'm busy or headed off to the gym and I'm not making a big breakfast, I now do pure protein bars. I like these because there's more protein than there is carbs, and that's kind of a rule that I set for myself in the beginning. In my meal, I like to at least be evenly matched or more protein than carbs. So if you're looking at a nutrition label and you're unsure of what to look for, check and see the portion of carbs versus protein. So this has 16 carbs and 20 grams of protein. I love the lemon cake. It's awesome. There's some chocolate caramel, peanut butter. There's all sorts of different ones. I get these at Target. They're great for on the go. Something else that I've come to love are the Too Good yogurts. It's a Greek yogurt, but it has far less sugar than like the Chobani and some of the other ones out there. So this only has 3 carbs, 2 grams of sugar. That's why it's called Too Good. So 3 grams of sugar, or 2 grams of sugar, 3 carbs, but 12 grams of protein. Maybe not as high as some of the other ones as far as protein goes, but certainly low in the carb and good in the flavor. Coconut's my favorite. I also like to have these 100-calorie nut packs on hand. They're a little bit more expensive than buying and portioning on your own, and if you want to do that, you should. But just for convenience, it's 100 calories, not a lot of nuts, but it's a good, healthy fat, and it's a great on-the-go, something to just have prepackaged in your bag. My lunch, you will see, almost always includes one of these Mission protein wraps. There are lots of different options. Joseph's makes a lavish bread that's low carb, but the flavor of this and the texture of this is what I think superior. It is 15 carbs, 7 grams of protein. So once you get your meat or whatever your protein is in here, it ends up working out really good, and the flavor is great. These I find best generally at Target. I don't haven't been able to find them at Market 32. Also, with my lunch, I like to do a little crunch. These Quest chips, some people love. I'm on the fence. Sometimes I'll force myself to eat them just because it's 20 grams of protein in these little crunchy chips. So if you like a crunch, I recommend trying it. The chili lime flavor is really the only one I can stomach. But some people really like them, so worth a try. They have these at Target. If you don't like these, veggie straws are not a bad choice. 17 grams of carbs in a serving, but you're going to have to count out your serving size. So if you don't have a scale, it's 38 straws. So if we're having this with our wrap at lunch, we're not going to just dump them on, but we're going to count. But also not a bad option. Also, with my fruits are carbs, but I try to stick to berries because they are lower in carbs. This time of year is great because they're fresh and yummy, local, so I always have berries on hand. I often put them in my yogurt or have them as a snack midday. Also, alcohol, and this here. I'm a wine drinker. I love red wine, but it's not so great when it comes to counting macros. I don't even really understand the science behind it. I just know that when I stopped drinking wine and I switched to clear alcohols, I had more success. So I like to make a few different cocktails with tequila or vodka, and I have some recipes that I will share with you within the group. So these things will be in the grocery list. I just wanted to share them with you because I always have them and I always count on them to get through my day. The bars, the nuts, the chips, whatever, those good little snacks in between the meals. I generally eat every 3 hours. I do tend to have an earlier lunch, so it's usually breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner, snack. And it might be a little bit different for everyone, but you'll figure it out. So I just wanted to say hello and thank you for joining the group, and bear with me while I get things together. But there will be daily recipes, menu with recipe, and macros listed for you, and the grocery list should be up by the end of the week. And if you have any questions, just send me a message and I'll get back to you.